the channel. I'm so excited. Okay, I actually like play with my makeup a little bit, just put some on. Okay, I crimped some hair. I think I like the crimped look better than curling it. I like it straight, but I don't see, this is my thing about curling hair. Like I can get one side looking like perfect and the other side's gonna look complete mess. It's gonna flop. It's going to be flat. It's gonna be terrible. Like I can do like, let's say if like this side is like perfectly curled, this side's gonna look like a mess, and it always pisses me off. At least like with crimped, they both look good. Like, you know, like this one has a little bit, this side has a little bit more life than this one, just because I kept throwing it over my shoulder in another video I was filming, but that's besides the point. But it's not so blaringly different, you know, okay? So, yeah. Also, it's Christmas when I'm filming this, so I got a new mug. Isn't that cute? Yes. And it came with magnets. Okay, so I'm gonna take a sip and we're gonna go ahead and get started. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Love me some tea. I need to reheat that, but anyway, this video is going to be like a Degrassi award show type thing. I did an award show based off the books I read for the year. I did that over on my other channel. So if you like books, you like reading, I have content here, but I'm trying to do more content on the other channel. So check out the other channel. On that channel, I talk about books, the writing process. Yeah, so if you like writing and reading and stuff like that, check out my other channel. I'll put the link in the description box or up here at the little thing. I'm gonna pop it up somewhere. Y'all gonna find it. It's gonna pop up somewhere somehow, okay? Let's get into these categories and these videos. As I'm filming this, I have other Degrassi videos coming out, but I wanted to go ahead and jump in and do this like recap before the new year. So this is like a surprise like Saturday video, you know, you guys are lucky. Anyway, so the categories I have are most stressed out, most loved, most controversial, most yapped, most neglected, most popular character, least favorite character, and most chaotic video. So for the first category, the most stressed out video, and by stressed out I mean the video that had me stressed out the most. When filming it, editing it, preparing for it, it has to be the when being a parent is complicated video, because baby, I was trying to recount so many parents. Like someone commented like, oh, you didn't talk about Marco's parents. I'm like, like it was so stressful because I was like, I swear, I kid you not, when it came to like writing and figuring out that video, it literally took me like, I swear, like almost a week, and I still missed I still missed parents. I'm like, bah. I'm so mad. Also, just also when it came to like recapping these parents and their parenting styles and their connections with their kids, there were certain things that came up that I remembered along the way with doing the research and really like trying to look at the parents' interactions from the episodes and stuff like that, where I'm like, ooh, I thought, it's like my memory kind of tricked me a little bit, where it's like, oh, they weren't that bad, and then watching the episodes, I'm like, oh, it is that bad. Okay, never mind. They're not good parents. Oh yeah. And that's also where I had my rant about Audra. So if you know my contents, you know how I feel about Audra. If you don't remember who Audra is Drew and Adam's mom. So if you know my content, you know how I feel about her, and you know how much I ranted. If anything, I'll probably put a clip here. Insert a clip. This pisses me off. There is something going on in school. She's one of those parents on the student board that always got some say. It literally, when Eli was doing his Romeo and Jules play, she was like, nope, we're not approving this. She's one of those. So yeah, that's how I felt about her. Anyway, moving on to the next category, which is most loved. And this is the most loved video, which is different from the most popular character video, because I had to separate. But the most loved video is the Why Can't We Be Friends video. I absolutely loved making that video because it's so interesting how the writers and producers paired people up to be like in friend groups or be best friends, but yet they like missed the mark on those that would have been like really good friends. Like I said in my video, like Becky and Claire, they would have been perfect friends. They're both religious. Like, I'm sorry, did y'all miss? It's like, did y'all forget that? Like, that would have been very, like, a very interesting dynamic. And the one I didn't know if people would feel the same way about, and no one really like pointed it out like in detail of like comments. But having Claire, Allie, and Bianca be best friends, I feel like that was something that would probably make people really be like, whoa, really? You really think all three of them would have been friends? I honestly really do believe that. And I'm shocked no one actually was like against that. No one in the comments said anything about it. If anything, other people mentioned like other friendships. But yeah, I'm like, maybe that one wasn't as wild of an idea as I thought it would be. But that video was just really fun to do. Like, just really seeing how, just really like recapping how characters act and how they would have helped each other. It just was fun. I love just making that video. It was a lot of fun. I love making all of them. They're always chaotic. They're always a fun time because I'm always ranting. Like, if you know my content, then you know I get very passionate about certain characters, but also just the show in general. Like, I get passionate. I also get very, very mad. So it's a lot of emotions over here on this channel. The next category is the most controversial video. And this one is my Bianca video. Mainly because I feel as if Bianca is a very complex character that people really differ on when it comes to Bianca as a person, and her relationship with Drew. I feel like some people really like Bianca and Drew together. I don't really care. Like I mentioned in the video and in other videos before, I'm like, I didn't care for the gang activity aspect of their relationship. I said, if you're gonna actually have me care, let's do something else. Like, I did not care for that whatsoever. But Bianca as a character is very complex. And after doing that video, I was just like, I can't say I fully like her, but I can't say I hate her either. So that's why like I do like my character analysis videos, because like at the beginning when you're first watching as a teenager, you're like, oh, I completely hate this character, or I completely love this character. And then as you get older and you really just like sit back, watch it again and piece things together. And also the fact that I went to school for some of this mess to really just try to understand people psychologically and the decisions that they make and the impact of society on said decisions and said and like labels and perceptions and everything like that. It's like it's very interesting to like go back and watch that stuff again with a new perspective, with new knowledge, and you're like, okay, I mean, they're still not a good person, but I can see why they made these certain decisions. And you're like, god damn it, do I actually like this character? You're like, I don't though. I just understand them a little bit more, but that doesn't mean I like them. And then it's like, am I a bad person for not liking them, even though there was another character who had similar behaviors? It just makes you think, and you're like, dang, what is... Yeah, and so that was just, I feel like that was just controversial, even for me, just to like sit down and really process Bianca from beginning to end, and really just try to look at her from a different perspective. I think I did pretty well on that one, especially like towards the end when she breaks up with Drew and really just trying to understand her. Also at the time too, Degrassi was just putting a whole bunch of people together and then breaking them up in ridiculous ways. And I was just like, what is happening? Like, we had Dave cheating on Allie. That was jarring because we're like, what? This dude has spent like 90% of his time on the show pining after Allie. He gets with her and he cheats on her? I'm confused. We had that. We had Bianca breaking up with Drew. We had Claire, Eli, and Jake situation. Then we had Jake and Jenna briefly being friends. I didn't buy that for a second, okay? If Jake didn't see Jenna romantically, Jenna saw Jake romantically. Like, there was always something going on. There was all these relationships going on. It was just, it made my head hurt. Moving on to the next category, which is the most yapped. And that absolutely has to be my first video because it was 2 hours long. So if you are like, how did we get here? How did we get to these other videos? And I'll start off with that video. I do have a playlist I'll put that in the description box. I don't think I could put 2 cards up at a time in a video. I don't know. I'll put the card for which one did I just say? I'll put the card up for I think it was, I forgot what I just said. See, I don't remember. I'll put the card up for the Degrassi Dives playlist at the top, and then in the description box I'll put the first video. I think that's how I do it. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know anymore, okay? It is Christmas afternoon, okay? I'm just filming to be filming. I'm just trying to have fun over here. But yeah, I think I'm trying to have this up literally this Saturday, literally by tomorrow, by the 26th. I don't know what date it is anymore. Was it the 26th, 27th? Tomorrow is Friday the 26th. The 27th is Saturday. Yes. So I'll have it up by the 27th, which is my mom's birthday, by the way. Yeah, we're gonna go to brunch. Anyway, yeah, that's what the plan is. But in that video, see, I yap all the damn time. I don't know how to stay on track. I don't know if I have undiagnosed ADHD. I have no idea. Okay, it might run in the family over here. I'm just saying. But in that video, I really just talked about the different characters I feel like deserved a second chance on Degrassi, and actually do a few videos off of them already. Like in that video I talked about Derek and how he was a character that was failed, and I ended up doing a Derek deep dive video, which his video apparently it's not the shortest video when I was finished editing, but his time on the show was a lot shorter than I remembered. I was like, dang, that's it. Wild, I know. But I just really love that video. I just took the time to really talk about the characters and the fact that it was so well received, it being my first Degrassi video, because I wasn't sure, okay, because I was making content on books at first, and I was getting some traction, I was getting some people connected, and I love talking about books. And then I was rewatching Degrassi like every other day, and I was like, I want to do a Degrassi video, but I don't know if anyone would actually watch it on my channel because I talk about books. Mainly, I did talk about Love is Blind. Was it Love is Blind? Love Island? Whatever that dang on show was called, I forgot. With was it Byron Breon or whatever? I talked about the show. I talked about that show with Breon, the dude that was having a threesome in the shower. Yeah, I talked about that in a different video. My light went off, whatever. But yeah, I didn't know if it was gonna be well received over here because I didn't know if anybody would watch it. I still don't know how this algorithm works over here on YouTube, but to be quite honest, like, I just don't. And I watch creators who tell you about the algorithm, like Jade Beeson. I love her content, but I never get how it works for me, because it's like, I feel like the writing community, not the writing community, but the book community is a different niche, and I feel like it just works differently, maybe to me. And then with my Degrassi video, I was like, is anyone actually going to find it? I don't know. Like, do people search up by hashtag? Do people put a Degrassi video and then Degrassi videos pop up? I don't know. Like, I didn't know how anybody was going to get to the video, but somehow over 500 of y'all did. And that still amazed me to this day. Like, my page video got over 3,000 views. I'm like, damn. Y'all over here blowing up my Degrassi content. I'm over here like, dang, well, I guess we gonna be filming Degrassi content for a long ass time. So that's really just how that started, with being the most yapped video. Because I had to say something about Degrassi. I had to say something about these characters that just went into a black hole, characters that I believe deserved a second chance. And it wasn't to knock the show, like, oh man, this show was, you know, SHIT, and, you know, it was terrible writing. Like, no, like, there are aspects that could have been better. I'm just critiquing the show in the most respectful way I know how, but also letting y'all know that, yeah, y'all messed up. I'm just being critical of the show, but loving it at the exact same time, because I would not rewatch the show 15 times in one day if I didn't freaking love it. Like, I'm just saying. The fact that I went to Tubi and it was there and I've been watching it ever since, I started watching Tubi. That's me, okay? If it's a show I love, I will rewatch the show all day, every day. Even if I have lists of several things to watch on different platforms, on different streaming services, I will always come back to Degrassi on Tubi, hands down, because I'm just like, it's just my comfort show. I love it. I love watching it from the beginning. I love going through the Claire storyline again. I love just like seeing the mess. It's so fascinating and so interesting how we got to where we got with certain characters, and just how the whole journey of it, you're like, wow. This show, just the franchise in general, is over 30 years of content. And then from Degrassi at the beginning to the last season of season 14, that's like what? I can't do math. I think it came out in 2003, and then season 14 ended like, I would say like 2018, something like that, maybe 2019. That's 15 years of content. That's a lot, okay? That's a lot to talk about. So I have so much to say. Clearly still do, and always will. Next category is the most neglected video, and this one is actually my ranking Degrassi guys part 3. And here's my thing. I think it's because I already ranked your man in the other videos. So part 3 didn't get as much love, because maybe like those characters were just like, and you were like, I don't care about them, which valid. I don't knock you. It had like, it's like at 90 views or something like that. I don't like you for it, because if your man was in part 1, 2, or 4, that's fine. I'm not mad at you. I had to fit in as many Degrassi guys as I can remember. I think I put in everyone. So I did my very best, okay? And I don't blame you. Next category is the most popular character, and it is my Paige video. Y'all love my Paige video. And I don't even think I was like spewing anything profound, to be quite honest. Like I knew, like we all knew that Paige was insecure at the beginning. It was pretty obvious. I think it was just the culmination of Paige as a character throughout the entire time up until the smack when Marco calls her out for it. Calls her out for being insecure. And it's like, she shouldn't have put her hands on him. Like I'm not saying she should put her hands on him. But the entire time you're like, oh girl, you are still that sensitive and you're still that insecure. Girl, you've been insecure since high school and you still know. You need therapy. Like she did not do her proper healing whatsoever. And I feel like slapping Mark was just, it was just showing us like, oh girl, you've never grown up, truly, to be quite honest. You've always been insecure. Always. I'm gonna need you to get some therapy. I'm gonna need you to do some healing. I'm gonna need you to do some work on that. Yeah. I think that's what I really just wanted to point out when it came to that scene. Not to say that she was allowed to smack Marco, because she was not. She didn't put hands on nobody. It was just like, oh, girl, you've been going through this since 2003, huh? It's been like this the entire time. It just went unchecked. She went through the grape from Dean, being belittled by Spinner, Manny being the mirror to her and everything like that. She's been through all this stuff, and throughout the entire time, regardless of what she's been through, she did have some slight PTSD from Dean, and I don't blame her for that, because I wanted to slap Dean myself. The actor who played Dean, he did so good, because I was like, I will jump through the TV and choke this man. Like I wanted to so bad. So I get it. But Babe was still so insecure throughout, and the grape didn't help. The fact that Spinner was being a little bit of an alpha male, red pill for the moment, that didn't help either. Like it was just, everything just boiled up, and it's like, oh God. She snapped, and she snapped on the wrong person, because Marco's always been there for her and always been her friend. And it's like, dang girl, how you gonna come back from this? How you gonna come back from this? How you gonna apologize? Because girl, I want to see you grovel. I wanted to see her like get on her hands and knees, but we didn't see that. We just see Paige call Marco and he doesn't answer the phone. And then later on in next class, we see them talking and hanging out. I'm like, where is the in between? I wanted to see him. I wanted to see her grovel and apologize to Marco, like on her hands and knees. And we just fast forward and they friends again. I'm like, I missed something. I missed the crucial moment where Paige finally got her ish together and like stopped being insecure. Like I just wanted something like that. But you know, we got to fill in the gaps ourselves because, you know, they had to move on with other characters. But that was just my thought. All right, next category is the least favorite character, and that is Tristan. And this is just based off of like views, but also I think just because of the character at the time too, because I did my Zoe video and a lot of people agree with me about Zoe as a character, but I have seen people be like Zoe apologists somewhere online. I don't remember if it was from Reddit, from YouTube, but I have seen some videos of like a Zoe apologist, or at least being like, oh, Zoe was one of my favorite characters. I'm like, ew, what? But I feel like with Tristan, everyone can agree that Tristan is a bad friend and a bad person. There is no in between when it comes to that. There's no person trying to condemn him from, I mean, no one's trying to no one's trying to defend him from how he acts towards other characters, especially towards Maya, because he was a terrible friend to Maya from beginning to end. Their friendship still makes no sense to me. I don't even think they were friends, to be quite honest. I think they were more acquaintances than anything, especially after Tori left, which, by the way, why was Cassie still playing a whole separate character? Whatever. After Tori left, he was like, oh my god, now you're my new best friend. It's like, but were y'all best friends before then? Y'all were more like acquaintances before then. So I don't get it. I didn't buy it. He just never seemed like a genuine person to me. And yeah, I think y'all kind of agree with that. Just we don't rock with Tristan, okay? We just don't. And then the last category is the most chaotic video. A lot of them are chaotic because, like I said, I'm very passionate in my Degrassi videos. I rant a lot. I yap a lot, which is why I have a whole category. I have a whole playlist called Yapping and Yelling, because I be on a whole nother level sometimes when it comes to Degrassi and certain characters, because I just have to get it out. Because no one I knew growing up was watching Degrassi except for one person. One person I knew growing up in high school who watched Degrassi, and she went on actually to be an actress on The Chi. Hi, Danielle. Yeah. No one else watched Degrassi, so I was always just like in my head and ranting about these characters in my head to myself. I wasn't online. I've said it in my other videos. I don't know if it was on here or is it over on my book channel, but I wasn't online. Like at all. I didn't know fanfics existed. Not really, to be quite honest. I didn't know fanfics existed. I didn't know there was like forums about TV shows. I didn't know there was a Reddit. I heard about Tumblr when I was a teenager, and I just never got one. Like, when it comes to me as a person who is actually on YouTube making content, who's actually making content on Threads, who's actually making content on Instagram and posting on this stuff, this is a completely different person, because growing up, I just wasn't online, so I didn't know anything. I didn't know about forums to talk about characters or TV shows. I didn't know. I know. You're probably looking at me like, girl, what? Yes. And it wasn't because I was like sheltered or anything. Like, I was a sheltered kid, but I wasn't like forbidden from going on the internet or anything like that. It wasn't like my mom was like, no, you can't be on your Chromebook or whatever past 8 o'clock or whatever. It was nothing like that. I didn't know. I think just because I was severely depressed, I just didn't do anything besides watch MTV. I didn't watch anything, but I didn't do anything but watch MTV and read some books. Like, I don't know. So when it came to making that unhinged Degrassi opinion video, I was like, this, I feel like I need to do this. I need to feel vindicated. Over the course of like doing the videos, I started to connect with people on here. I'm like, yes, people actually want to see this content. People actually have opinions about Degrassi. And then when it came to making that video, I didn't know how many comments I would get. I didn't know where to put my statement up of saying like I was doing like an unhinged Degrassi opinions video. So I was just like, let me just put it on my YouTube post thingy, and then I put it over on Reddit because I felt like Reddit would have been a better place for me to get some type of comment versus putting it on my Instagram, because on my Instagram I don't talk to nobody besides like 3 people. So I didn't know if my reach would get anywhere, and I was very much right, because I swear to God, I talked to like 3 people on there, and 2 of them are writers, and the other person is my best friend. So it wasn't gonna reach not a darn soul, to be quite honest. Okay, so I didn't get like a ton of comments, which I'm totally fine with. I'm still fine with it. But I'm just glad I even got any at all. I was like, oh snap. And then people wrote paragraphs. I was like, this is great. People have like this many like thorough opinions about Degrassi. And I would go back to the back to one of the YouTubers over here that watches me, Morgan, when she did her opinion about Fiona and Declan having a very weird, possibly would have been an incestuous relationship. I was like, oh my God, see, people who are, I love when people like put things together and do that kind of thing, or like just analyze the writing and the production of it and the timeline of it, where it's just like, it was a weird situation. And the fact that Fiona had to become an alcoholic to avoid this whole incestuous storyline, it's so funny and probably very true. So I love reading people's opinion like that, where it's just like, wow. And I could sit and think about it too. I'm like, wow, they're completely right. And it's like, I didn't think that through, because that one was very, it was a very accurate statement, to be quite honest, especially for the time when I think Life with Derek was over by then, but Life with Derek was very, it was giving incestuous. Like, it was very, like, Casey and Derek were very flirty. And so with Degrassi, I think they were like, oh wait, we don't want to do that. They said, we gonna need to run it back. Okay, this is getting a little weird, because they're actually related. But then later on we get Claire and Jake and their step siblings, which is a little bit different, but at the same time, that was a time when step sibling romances were very popular. People were writing in their fanfics and everything like that. Like, I get how they had to like put a break on that. They said, ooh, this is no, because they're technically supposed to be like biologically related, and this is not Flowers in the Attic. We're not doing that. We can't do that. Even though Life with Derek, Casey and Derek weren't biologically related, it was already weird on that show. But I think they just didn't want to walk in those same footsteps. They were just like, ugh. Especially when they had cast members from Life with Derek on the show. Fiona's mom was the mom on Life with Derek, and Miles's dad is the dad from Life with Derek. So they were like, we don't want any repeats for y'all, okay? We don't want to trigger y'all from that show. So we're just gonna completely change it. And then we get Jordan Todesey, who plays Adam later. So I think they just wanted to like keep it from triggering maybe the cast members from that time on the show and the weird theories and everything like that. I think they were just like, no, sorry about that. We didn't mean to put that in there. That was an accident. But I would love to do more unhinged Degrassi opinions videos, so I will definitely let y'all know when I will be planning those out, so then I can actually spend a little bit more time getting opinions. So I'll probably do it like early on in the new year, so then I can get as many opinions as possible, and we can make it like I can do like a live event maybe, or even just like several parts. but to talk about everyone's Degrassi opinion. But I'll probably try to do like a month-long thing, a month-long or 2-month-long thing, so I can gather as much, you know, Degrassi opinions as possible, so we can get more unhingedness, because I love chaotic videos. I love chaotic Degrassi videos. I love making them. This journey has been so much fun. And I love being on this journey with you all, from those who are just now finding my channel to those who have been watching me for a while, to those who have watched me talk about books and then you see me switch to talking about Degrassi and you still hear you over here one. Thank you so much. I know it's a little bit chaotic over here, but you know, I have so many different ideas and different things I love to talk about, because I watch a lot of TV, not just Degrassi, but other TV shows and other movies. And yeah, but I love talking about Degrassi. Like I said, it's 30 years of material. Like, there's always something new. Like, you can literally just rewatch one episode and you're like, wow, I didn't see that. And it's because you were 15, of course, so you didn't notice that. You're 30 now. Like, it's a completely different thing. But yeah, I have other video ideas for you guys. I want to do a segment called In Defense Of. And it's gonna be focused more on like Degrassi couples and really just analyzing their relationship. And not to say like, oh, they deserve to be together forever or anything like that, but just really like taking note on their relationship and how the characters may have grown or may not have grown along the way because of that relationship. Because Degrassi did get so relationship heavy, and I would love to just see how those relationships impacted them, if it impacted the writing, did it impact the characters moving forward, yeah, that type of thing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the channel. I love you guys so much. Stay tuned for more content, and the next time, stay magical. Bye. Say in the next time. Until next time, stay magical. Bye.